All right, it's another week. It's another league, except it's not really a league this time. It's Dan again, back with Murktide, and I'm actually playing in the Modern 96 Challenge. Uh, just because I felt like it. I wanted to see, yeah, I wanted like a slightly higher level of competition because Modern challenges roughly equate to like RCQs. So I wanted to kind of get a little bit of RCQ practice in with a Modern challenge. Considering this is going to be my video for the week, I'm going to go for at least 5 rounds of Swiss, even if I go 0-2. Like it doesn't matter. I'm gonna finish at least 5 matches and then move on with the rest of my day. So this is pretty much the same 75 as I played last week. The main deck remains untouched, although I will say that one Shredder and one Bolt may come out at some point for a subtlety and a force of negation, and that is the big change in the sideboard. Is that I have a Brazen Borrower and a force of negation now in the sideboard. I feel like I completely overlooked force of negation whenever I originally created the sideboard, and I felt like 2 Alpine Moon was too much, and same with 2 Unlicensed Hearse. Now, it might come to pass that 2 Alpine Moon is fine, especially if I bring out these 2 cards from the main 60 and then move in a subtlety and a force, and then add an additional force, and then Brazen Bar. And so now I have to add two additional cards, one of which will likely be another force, and then an Alpine Moon might come in, or a Brotherhood's End, or something depending on how the meta shifts. Something else might come in, but yeah, that's pretty much the only changes to the deck so far. I was happy with the league results that I played last week, even though it didn't go. I still went 3-2, but I felt like 3-2 with the possibility of a 4-1. I feel like the deck's okay enough to run into a Modern challenge, especially because I do want to get RCQ experience in, or at least like RCQ-esque experience in before RCQ season starts up for me, which my first one is September 30th, and I want to just kind of get a bit more practice in before then. So we're just going to run with this and see how it goes. All right, we are about to get underway here. Let's see what we're playing for. We're waiting for 8 players. Cool. Thanks, timer. Hey, let's go. 52 matches. All right. I am playing against the Witch King, and I have won the die roll. Also, there's a torrential rainstorm, so I sure hope I don't lose power, because my power grid isn't exactly the greatest thing in the world. No lands. Mulligan. Good boy. All right. Ooh, I like this a lot better. This can operate without a second land, so we're going to keep this. We're going to put back probably this Consider. And we'll play our Ragavan and see what happens. Yeah. And we'll yield through this turn too. Mirror match? No! How could you do this to me? Question mark. All right, shit. We're gonna hold this. I think we're just passing and waiting for them to play their own Ragavan or a DRC. Mox and okay, this is Breach. Never mind. So that pass is actually bad. Or was it? Emery. Actually, good pass. That's fine. This is fine. We'll go to the end step and bolt the Emery. All right. Bottom this. Hooray. We got a land. We did it. All right, so we're just going to pass. I'm still holding this Bobble for Ledger Shredder, so I can trigger the Ledger Shredder. Sure. Can they turn 3 Breach me? I don't think so. I got rid of the end step. I will fetch up the Steam Vents. They don't play Blood Moon, so I feel comfortable doing this. Sure. Ooh. Shredder DRC. I think I just go DRC Bobble. I already have 4 card types, so. They also have 4 card types, but they've been 3 Unholy Heats. This bolt can kill Rona. I think I'm good putting this on top and drawing it. And we're gonna look at the top card of the library. They have 4 cards in hand. They are drawing Breach. Okay. Maybe it was correct to bin the bolt, so that way I had. You're gonna make a construct, sure. All right, so you're likely not blocking this construct token if they come at us with it. They have nothing better to do this turn, so I think now I'll bolt the construct. Preordain. I think I'm good just binning that, actually. Sure. An island. Are they going to breach me now? They're going to grinding station. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. That's fine. I was going to say, because they can only, like, value breach for, like, a bunch of bobble triggers. Counterspell. All right. They do have 4 mana, so I do have to leave up this counterspell for breach. All right. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the one of Springleaf Drum they play for Urza Saga. Oh well. Here comes a breach. I guess I can just Spell Pierce in this spot. Iteration doesn't get me a land. I need a land. We'll see if they pay it. They will pay it. Or are they going to counter with their own Spell Pierce? I think they're mathing it out, seeing how they can pay for it. Yeah, I don't think they can pay for this, honestly. Because they have to, like, completely tap out to do it. And all they're going to be doing then is value breaching. Which, I mean, if they want to do, that's fine. Because, like, they can't... To pay for it, yeah, they have to tap out all their mana. They don't have a... You know, I killed the Emery, so they don't have anything for the Mox Amber. Yeah, you can deal me 4. This is fine. I feel like the Shredder might just be dead in hand. An Unholy Heat. Alright, so I can kill this. I have a counterspell for the next breach. I really have only seen 2 lands this game. Crazy. And I am 16 cards? Maybe that's about right. And maybe I've been doing it wrong. Maybe I haven't been surveilling correctly. Paying costs. they're just gonna... I guess we're racing. I'm good just letting this deal 4 damage to me, because I don't want to, like... They are Ragavanning, so they now have access to... They'll have access to 4 mana still. I don't want to counter this because I want to save it for the Breach. Teferi, yeah. We'll counter that. Sure. Go to my turn, get this island. We're going to Shredder. And then we're probably bolting this Ragavan. Now, the problem is, of course, they have 2 cards in hand. A Breach just loses me the game, honestly. Like, I think they can just value Breach through it. So we'll go to combat. I think I have to kill this Ragavan in my turn. You gonna bolt? You gonna heat? Oh, actually, you probably don't have a heat at this point. Is heat just better on the Ragavan? Because that's 3. That's potentially 5. Yeah, I think heat's just better here. We'll draw second. Yeah. Island. Can't use that. So now we're looking for a spell. It's going to be counterspell because I can't do anything. So yeah, now I have lethal if they do not have breach. If they have breach, though, I just lose. The One Ring, sure. I think keeping them off the Mox Amber has been pretty useful. And they have 5 mana now. Ragavan. Alright. We just attack with the DRC and pass. Oops. Alright. We can still kill them. They're drawing. Now, again, no counterspell. Sucks. No Spell Pierce. Not great either. They have 5 cards. They're half their deck. They likely have their second breach at this point. They're going to combat, so I don't feel like they do have their second breach. And I don't believe they play Lightning Bolt, so I think I got it. Now, this could be one where they do play Lightning Bolt. In which case, sure. All right, paying costs. Are you going to play another One Ring? Athasa's Oracle. Sure. Just doing this for... Just searching, I guess. They are at 3 mana available. Are they look? I guess they're looking for breach. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna hold the bolt just in case. They have an upkeep stop. They have an unholy heat. All right. They have their own bolt. Okay. So they did have lightning bolt. So I think I have to kill this construct now, and I can play it around Spell Pierce. Because I'm basically forcing them off Spell Pierce at this point by killing this construct like this. Okay. I will draw. We will see what I draw. If it's... Okay. We will pitch the Ragavan. And then I'll pay the 2. Because I die to this no matter what. They have second Spell Pierce, which is definitely possible. Sure. They milled a breach. They are at... Okay. Oh, they sacked their One Ring. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I don't really have anything to kill them with. One Ring, sure. I can't do anything about that. I wouldn't be shocked to see them tap this in response. They did not double mill. They can do 1. They're going to just Emery instead, sure. All right, so they still have 1 mana available. I think, unless I'm going to preordain first, obviously, and then I get another land. Okay, sure. And then I feel like they have enough mana. I don't know if this this existing on the battlefield, because this is 7 mana. They just have 1,000,000 mana. It's fine. So I'm preordaining for another bolt. I have 1 bolt left in the library. And Unholy Heat. All right, so I can just kill the Emery. It's fine. Start with the preordain. Bauble preordain. I don't... This triggers the Shredder. Actually, I think it was a bad draw, because I'm killing this Emery. Yeah, we'll discard the Bauble, and then we'll play the Spire Bluff. All right, we have a 5/7 Shredder that gets around Unholy Heat. That's a big boy. They have to have Breach at this point. Teferi? Sure. You're going to bounce the Shredder. That's fine. You were eventually going to find your second Teferi. Emery, sure. All right, so they're operating under the assumption that I do not have second bolt, or a third bolt, I guess. Murktide's not bad, but I just want to kind of shoot them. And now we will just make an 8/8, I guess. And kill them with their own ring trigger? Oh, I guess the grinding station exists. Sure. I forgot about the grinding station being able to sacrifice an artifact, so yeah, I guess that's fine. They can't fetch. They're 2 cards. I'm surprised they didn't tap the ring in response to its own trigger and then sack it with the grinding station. I guess maybe the trigger still goes with the stack anyway. But I don't know. I've never really played with a One Ring before, so. You were bringing back a One Ring. Yeah, sure. Alright, so we're going to just kill the Teferi next turn. This is a really good game so far. Sure. Yeah, you're going to sacrifice it to grinding station likely. They have enough for a breach. They can breach here. Ragavan doesn't really do anything. All right. Attack Teferi. And they can just loop this. So I just kind of want to slow them down. I have 2 counterspells left in the deck. Yep. So I'm kind of looking for a counterspell. Unholy Heat targeting the Shredder. God damn it. Sure. Well, now they just get to breach and potentially kill me. But it's like they have to kill this too. Like they have to sack the. I don't know how. I don't know how they beat me. I guess they can. Oh. If they breach, they can get this bolt. That's it. And I think they just have it. If they breach, they can just bolt and kill me. Emery to get back. They're just stalling. They don't have breach. One, 2, 3. Yeah, they're looking for the last breach. They have one more breach. Sure. So they're sacrificing the One Ring. Still no breach. Ragavan. Does that get you to breach? It does not. All right, so they have One Ring protection. They're going to deal 1 to me. That's fine. So I need my remaining bolt. right, so now this Ragavan's worth casting to protect my life total. They have one. They do have one ring protection, right? Activates an ability. Yep. I wish there was something that said protection. You know. So this monkey can trade with this monkey. I think they're out of Unholy Heats. They do have a construct that I'm just going to kill with the... You get a grinding station. Trigger. You do not mill. Alright, so they probably are getting another... They're probably getting a bauble, actually. Creating another construct. If they breach, they have it. Like, we've been looking for breach this entire time. And they did not breach. They did not find a breach. Or did not mill over a breach. They get a bauble. They're going to mill themselves. Is the last card breach? No shot the last card's breach. Wow. Aether Spellbomb, sure. Does this kill me? It does not. No, not like this. No, not like this. Okay, you got it. Let's save some time. Lame. All right, so the Aether Spellbomb. Oh well. All right, so we want this. This. What else? I guess Hearse. Hearse is really good here. Magus, not as much. Borrower, it could be fine for... Do you do anything? I don't think so. Maybe Furies? I'm not sure really here. One sec. Alright. So I was unable to find it, which sucks. So let's see. Probably remove one Ledger Shredder. All this removal's good. Let's try that. I have no idea. All right. Island Preordain. His hands. If this was, Steam Vents or a Spire Bluff, this hand would be fantastic. It's a combo deck. You kind of need to put up pressure, so I think we mulligan this. And of course, I mulligan into a no-lander. This has to be a keep. And we're putting back Iteration Island. These can both go on the bottom. Spell Pierce. Alright, so we're gonna bobble. Just to keep getting cards. You know what's crazy is I had, 3 mana? 2-3 mana for most of that game? Alright, Ragavan's not bad. Especially if they tap out. Sure. Sure. Steam Vents, sure. Monkey, sure. All right, Heat Bolt would be good here. They draw their card. I get a Steam Vents, of course. Feel like I just offer the trade, honestly. Their Ragavans are much more useful than mine. Oh, they're taking it? Sure. Grinding Station, not bad. So yeah, no removal spell. I do have a Spell Pierce though for, an Emery or something. Sure. And that sucks. And you get an island. Okay, I don't care. All right, you have 3 mana. Springleaf Drum. I can't do anything about that. I don't want to do anything about that, really. Cast in the Fire, not bad. We can play this untapped and just dash Ragavan again. We have a treasure token for a Spell Pierce. All right, it looks like they're going to attempt to remove it. Bolt. All right, I'll Spell Pierce that. What did I exile? Ooh, a Breach. Not bad. All right, cool. All right, so Ragavan returns to hand. We're just trading Ragavan blows. They have 5 cards in hand. They get a Spirebluff Canal. Keep taking my lands. That's fine. Island. Teferi? Sure. They're probably going to plus Teferi. I would plus Teferi. Yep. Yeah, my hand is just incredibly slow. Getting the not having something to remove the Ragavan hurts a lot. Bird Lawyer. All right, but they can bounce it, so there's no real reason to even attempt to play it. So I think I'm just going to dash Ragavan again. At them. Deals damage. Unholy Heat, Fledistrand. All right. I can't do anything in instant speed. I have so much mana. I think it's just more efficient to kill this Ragavan. I know it's not great, but I can't really do anything with this Teferi, so don't tell me you just win. That's gonna be so disappointing. Oh no. Maybe I should have played out the 7 hand. The 7 hand potentially wins me the game. All right, so you're grinding. You get your Ragavan. You get your Bobble. I didn't even see the Bobble in there. All right, so now you just can do this infinitely. All right, so we're looking for... They can't just win, right? Like, this is deterministic, right? Because they just mill for Emery. They get Emery. They Springleaf Drum. Tap Ragavan for blue. Get Emery. Mill 4. Bobble a ton till they find a Mox Amber. Mox Amber with the Breach. Play Thassa's Oracle. Yep, they got it. I'm not going to make you go through it. GG. All right, unfortunate. Round 1, very bad game 2 hand, but whatever. I don't know. Game 1, there's probably things I could have done better, especially keeping the counterspell in hand instead of the bolt. But I guess I didn't realize they had rings in hand, so and that's on me for not checking the graveyard and seeing they had millions of rings still available. So, unfortunate. Bad round 1 loss. It's okay. It happens. So, with that, thanks for watching. Stick around for round 2 of the Modern Challenge 96.